This most recent work I've been doing, incorporating flags, stemmed from this idea of borders and boundaries and how those imposed lines and how they affect people of the land, people who normally would have been able to cross these borders and boundaries without any thought, and whose relatives were on the other side of some of these lines between countries. I just felt like this imposed line is so hard on especially Indigenous people. Indigenous people have relatives on each side of that border, in Canada and in Alaska and even in Russia, and how these lines have complicated that relationship and the connection. And also with regards to things like even harvesting food and subsisting off the land and using materials from the land and access to those, and then also it basically transitioned into other kinds of ideas, speaking about rights of the people, and in particular people from the North is what I'm really, really interested in commenting on. So when I was trying to figure out what I was going to do for my project in Plymouth for settlement, I really wanted to do something that was involving community, and I think that most everybody identifies with a flag or a nation. And so I felt that the public, for the residency in Plymouth, could bring a flag, and even all the other artists could bring a flag, and we could weave them together. A simple idea kind of about connection and relationship, and how we are all more similar than we are different, even though we are divided by these countries and nations. But with COVID happening, it was apparent that wasn't going to be able to happen, so I wasn't going to be able to do that piece. So instead I decided to focus on one of my cultural backgrounds, which is I am Inupiaq, or Inuit, and I wanted to make a commentary on the countries that colonized our lands and our people. And I decided to use the Inuit flag and weave within it all of these countries that have affected our people.